Okay, we're at the JRC, and this is kind of a panorama of our valley. We have purchased this property for our JRC Homestead, and we're on our first trip in which we're staking out corners and mowing the pasture. We're camping out. We've had lots of rain and humidity, and some of you that have been following me on YouTube realize that I've been in Nevada, and so the humidity is probably the equivalent of the heat index is the equivalent of triple digits in Nevada, and it's sweltering. So some of the projects we're going to be doing, I'll pan down here slowly for you, try not to get you dizzy. That's my solar farm. Those are path lights. They're inexpensive. You can get them at Walmart or any big box store. And so they come in real handy at nighttime, particularly since we have one of the luggable loo systems. And I just put a path light over by that luggable loo and then have one inside. And then my husband has his tractor here. So I've been waiting for him to take the tractor and start moving it. I thought he was, or I wouldn't have started this video. Other projects that we're working on and we've been researching is getting rid of prickly pear cactus. One of the research websites that I went to talked about if you're going to be using a herbicide, and this is a natural one, but it takes 2 years sometimes to kill these puppies, you have to get a permit from the state of Texas, we're in Texas, to be able to spray this herbicide. So I'm not so sure that it's really a natural product or not. So we're not as bad as some other communities. Oh, here comes the tractor. Here we go. He's trying to mow. He's been very frustrated because he hasn't been able to mow because it's been so wet here. So he has his little Ford tractor and his mower, and he's going to try to get some of this ground, higher grass down so we can really see the property a little bit better. It's like most things when you're searching for property, you remember it one way, and then when you come out it's like, ooh, I didn't know it had so much cactus. Oh, I didn't know it had so much rock. Well, we'll be taking lots of our rock, and we have a little dry creek bed, and we'll be moving some of that over there. Once we get out on property, we'll probably have to use some help, whether from family or maybe some day labor, and so we'll be doing that. The other project that we're going to be doing as part of the improvement of the property is we have a small stand of oaks and some other miscellaneous native trees, and our oaks have gotten what's called ball moss. We have, from having owned previous property, a large water tank and a small trailer, and our son has a pressure sprayer. So what we'll be doing for our ball moss is that once we trim the limbs and paint them, we're going to also be spraying for ball moss, and you use a baking soda and water solution, and so that's probably going to happen in the spring. But once we start getting a handle on the ball moss and taking care of it, we'll have a real nice canopy over here. We're on about 10 acres, and so our house will actually back up to the canopy area, which is almost park-like. We'll have a garage that's separate from the house, and then we'll also have our barn probably out in the field over in here. And then, of course, I want my chickens, so I'll have to have a chicken coop, and it'll be a while before I can free range them because I'm going to need to ensure that the predators are not in control of my chickens. And I'm looking to get an LGD, a livestock guardian dog. So that's part of our projects. I'll be posting more on YouTube as we get further into developing our homestead. And again, the homestead's going to be called the JRC. Those are the initials of our 3 children, JRC. And I don't think you can probably see this, but there's buzzards circling in here. I hope that's not a bad sign, but maybe, you know, it's nature. Something's died, and they're kind of looking for their next meal. And then hubby is going down the Caliche Road to get towards the front of the property and start doing some mowing. So he's really in cowboy heaven right now. It's going to be fun. It's one of the projects we wanted to do for a long time, have some sustainability and get back to nature a little bit more. We've been in the urban workplace, and we're ready to get back to nature in our retirement years. So this is Drill a Minute signing off. Have a great day.